Hey CEC family, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. I wanted to take a couple of minutes just to go over a little bit of information about the spring semester. You are going to notice that not a lot is going to change from the fall to spring. So some of this is, or the majority of this actually, is going to be the same as it was. So welcome back. Let's talk about spring semester. If you are in cohort A for the fall, you are still going to be in cohort A. Your cohorts are not going to change. And so cohort A students are going to report to campus on Mondays, with Tuesday through Friday being remote days. Cohort B students are going to report to campus on Fridays, with Monday through Thursday being remote days. If you signed up for cohort C, then you will be remote Mondays through Friday. If you would like to sign up for cohort C, you may still do so. I have put the link at the end of this website, but it can also be found on the Camden County Schools website. Wednesdays are going to remain just as they were in the fall. They're going to be remote days. What this means is that there will be no scheduled meetings on Wednesdays. This can be used for one-on-one meetings with your teachers, students, if you need any assistance. You can use this day also to get caught up on work that you need to get turned in, and you can also schedule some tutor sessions as well. So we will start with new classes when we start on Monday. And I know several of you have reached out to me through email over Christmas break. You did not get a chance to come and pick up your schedule. There are a couple of resources that you can use to find your schedule before I'm able to get into my office on Monday to email you back with those. First is you can check PowerSchool. This will let you know what classes you have. And unfortunately, as many of you know with your COA classes, PowerSchool doesn't tell you what days they meet and what times. So you can definitely check your My Services. This is formerly known as Web Advisor, and I have put a link to that at the end of this presentation as well. Or you can always just go to COA's website and select My Services from there. You will need your login information, so be sure that your COA login information, so be sure that you have that. And from there, you can log in to see when your class meets. COA is going to keep the majority of their classes as web conference classes. The only exception to this are some of your career classes like welding and cosmetology. And several of you I reached out to before Christmas break about chemistry lab, and those are going to be face-to-face on campus. You can also check your Canvas as far as CEC classes. They will be in there. And then starting on January 8th, you can check your My Courses at COA. Your classes will appear. The first day of COA classes is January 8th, so they will not show up until then. And then also you can come in and still pick up your schedules starting on Monday. If you would like to do a schedule change, please email me. Remember that schedule changes according to the handbook. You have the first 5 days of the semester, and so that will end on January 8th. Attendance. So attendance will be taken in PowerSchool by your teachers. Remember COA's attendance policy. Your teachers there, as well as your CEC teachers, will be taking attendance. Also, be sure you check your syllabus for your COA attendance. I do know it is 10% of a class. So, for example, if your class meets 3 days a week, then you can only miss 3 days in the semester. And be sure that you are participating. I know with virtual, it is just because you log on, we have to be sure that you're there. So your teachers will check with you periodically by asking a question and having you guys reply back and things like that. Remind codes. These are very important. Be sure that you sign up for Remind. This is how we get a lot of our information out there to our students. So we have them by grade level, and then we also have a COA Remind as well. And here are those important links that I talked about, COA's website, my services, and then you can also email myself or Miss Stevens if you have a question as far as what cohort you are in or anything like that. And there are our email addresses. So if you have any questions, please feel free to send us an email. I am going to do a separate presentation for COA orientation, and there will also be information in there as far as PED 110 and ACA 122 for our freshmen. That is your first COA classes. And for our upperclassmen, be sure that you check out the COA orientation. I hope you all have a good rest of your break, and I will see you all on Monday morning.